As global businesses strive to build their presence in markets around the world, one company that is deeply committed to building a strong, profitable business and making a positive impact on society is PepsiCo. They call it performance with purpose. As one of the largest food and beverage companies in the world, PepsiCo believes it has a responsibility to reduce its environmental footprint and protect the world's natural resources. In fact, the company considers environmental sustainability critical to its long-term success, so it focuses on areas where it can make the biggest impact: water, climate change, agriculture, and packaging. Its goal is to reduce water consumption by 20%, electricity consumption by 20%, and fuel consumption by 25% by 2015. For PepsiCo, water is essential to its business, so it continually works to increase its water efficiency. In India, it launched innovative reuse and recycling initiatives to cut water use in manufacturing by more than 55%.
In 2005, this plant was consuming something like 7 liters for every 1 liter of beverage which was being bottled. Today it is down to 2 liters per liter. So there's been a substantial reduction.
In the US, PepsiCo's Gatorade business is recycling steam vapor from heating processes and cleaning empty bottles using ionized air instead of water. And the company's Aquafina team has come up with yet another way to save water: creating sanitary bottles right on the production line so they don't use any water to wash or rinse. In the UK, where PepsiCo's Walkers unit runs the world's largest potato chip manufacturing site, processing innovations have resulted in significant water savings at the facility in Leicester.
Over the last 8 years, we've reduced our water by 42%. If I put that in context, it's the equivalent to 350 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
PepsiCo has pioneered water-saving agricultural practices in seeding and paddy cultivation.
2 years ago, Pepsi introduced direct seeding for rice. Earlier, you had to do something called puddling, which was actually flooding the ground with water in which you would sow the seeds. But now there is this machine where you can just directly put the seed into the ground and it helps save on water.
In China, PepsiCo's farmers are replacing flood irrigation with more sustainable pivot irrigation and drip irrigation, where small holes in pipes literally drip water on the field, reducing water use by up to 50%. These methods enable the growth of potatoes even in desert conditions. Beyond using water responsibly, PepsiCo and the PepsiCo Foundation have committed more than $15 million to help bring safe drinking water to developing communities. In India, PepsiCo has built water tanks and taps for remote villages and rainwater catchment systems for schools. Women who previously had to walk long distances to get clean water now have more time to earn a living and care for their families.
Sometimes my kids would get to school late because I had to wait in line for water. But now we have water right here in the village, and so I have more time. I work in the fields as a laborer and earn money, and now the kids can get to school on time.
In Chongqing, China, PepsiCo built the country's first LEED-compliant beverage manufacturing facility.
The recycled material that we use here in this facility has more than 10% recycled content, and 20% of the materials are being sourced regionally.
By using technologies like solar panels, solar tubes, biogas, and electric forklifts, the plant sets a new green building standard for the industry in China, reducing water and energy usage by 22% and 23% respectively. The company's move to renewable energy can also be seen at its Frito-Lay plant in Modesto, California, one of the most energy efficient in the world.
At the plant in Modesto, we installed just short of 400 solar concentration panels that takes the sun's energy, converts that into steam, which we use to produce our products at the facility.
The 5-acre solar concentrator field generates steam that helps heat the cooking oil used in making sun chips. At Quaker Oats, nothing goes to waste.
The outer shell of the oat is the hull. In the past, we used to consider this a waste stream. Today, we make biomass fuel.
40,000 tons of oat hulls a year go to the University of Iowa, which burns them as a cleaner form of energy. Today, PepsiCo is working with partners like the Carbon Trust, a non-profit that helps organizations reduce carbon emissions.
The Walkers business the PepsiCo potato chip subsidiary, was the first company that we worked with to look at that product carbon footprint. And they pioneered the carbon reduction label, which is our measure of the carbon footprint of that product that goes out to the consumer.
Since 2007, Walker's has achieved a 7% reduction in its carbon footprint. PepsiCo has also made great strides in packaging. A new ultra-light Aquafina bottle, called Ecofina, is reducing the use of plastic by £75 million each year. For PepsiCo, environmental sustainability is simply part of how it does business every day.
If you think about the future and you think about the stresses on the environment, we as a corporation need to help solve the challenges that we're facing. And it's critical to the success of PepsiCo and for future generations.